Amazon, DSP, is it a job or a public and personal health and safety threat? You make the decision. So, number one, they give you way too many packages. You cannot get them done in an entire lifetime, period. So, everyone skips their lunch, everyone skips their break, because if you come back to the station with packages, you lose your job, you get written up. Number two, after skipping your lunch and your break because you're forced to, you're basically like a drunk driver on the road, because we all know that according to DOT standards, driving drunk is the same thing as driving tired. So you're not alert, and obstacles on the road and everything become a huge blur. Like people are running over pets, causing property damage on other people's property, running over everything, almost running over people, getting in car accidents. You haven't had anything to eat, you're tired. Number three, Olympic gold medalists basically practice for 4 or 5 hours straight. They're sprinters. We run for 10 hours plus straight, flat out, without a break, without lunch or anything. My coworkers are peeing in cups. I never use the restroom. I go without peeing or eating for 10 plus hours, and this is an expectation. So we are so exhausted, our immune system can't function anymore, because this exercise is actually a threat to our health and public safety. It's not actually healthy, and it's not actually training or exercise. Number four, customers have an obligation to make your delivery location safe for both package and driver. They don't do that. Like, we have to deliver to a really long private drive. They're rabid animals, dog bites, basically gunshots, branches, ditches, mud. The van gets stuck. You're on their property. It's not safe. You have to run to their door, run, because every single delivery has to be run. Okay, not walked. You have to run like you're an Olympic sprinter for 10 plus hours straight in a day. And they're potholes you trip over, they're obstacles you trip over, slippery surfaces, snow, sleet, rain, freezing temperatures, tornadoes, hurricanes. They're all sorts of things that hit you, wild animals, crazy axe murderers, okay? Plus, you're using your driver's license to make these deliveries, and so any driving violation that you could receive by rushing to keep your job basically is on your record. And so if you lose your driver's license, oh well. If you have to pay that ticket, oh well. Injuries. I was injured stepping in a pothole because I have to run like a crazy person to get deliveries across people's property. And they didn't pay me for the whole month I was out of work. I went without pay. So any injuries that you receive, you will not be paid. You're just out of work. Too bad. I mean, car crash, dog attack, doesn't matter. Let's see. Being dropping a package somewhere that you feel safe, the package is safe and it gets delivered. If the customer isn't completely satisfied with it, no matter how many potholes or obstacles you have to overcome and dogs barking, generally the customer overrides what you say. So I've even told them your dog could have rabies. They go, my dog's nice. My dog won't bite you. It's had rabies shots. Okay, well, what about the wild animals around you, and how can I really trust you that your dog doesn't have rabies, or that your dog isn't a family dog that kills the wife like what we see in the news, right? So, pay. You're underpaid. You can't pay rent. You can't pay the bills, period. It's a job where you should be getting paid at least $25 an hour, but you get paid $16.50 an hour. Bonuses. You have to break your ass to get a bonus. Maybe you'll get a bonus. Maybe. And if, for instance, you do anything at all, that bonus that you need to pay your rent is gone forever. Okay, you don't get it back that month. So, for instance, if you have to rescue one of your team members because you broke something to get done on your route early, okay, because we're all forced to work as fast as possible, and you're tired and you can't physically take it anymore, you've just worked a huge route. If you don't come and help someone else with your route, you're fired, you don't get your bonus, and by the way, you don't get paid for helping out with that route. Now, Amazon hides behind this illicit trade. That's a public safety threat, and it's not a job for us. It's a health threat and a safety threat for us. So it's not a job. It's either an early death or suicide, whatever comes first. But they're able to do so because they're exploiting a law that says they're not responsible for their delivery service providers. That's absolutely unacceptable. First of all, delivery service providers have to follow Amazon a hook, line, and sinker. Amazon is the boss. They give all the orders. They monitor everything on that van. They're the mother. They gave birth to the DSPs. And DSPs are the basically subjects of Amazon. Amazon cameras are in that van. Amazon brand is on that van. So that is a complete abuse of whatever law they're exploiting to get their illegal trade passed. It's nothing more than like a front to an illegal trade, like a drug trade. And, Amazon is so addicted to their money. So they put this little front called the DSP, and they get away with doing anything illegal, breaking all the safety laws, the labor laws, etc., not creating jobs for people, and basically putting your child at risk for being run over, your pet, your property damage, at risk, just because Bezos, who is basically either the richest man in the world or the second richest man, and it goes back and forth, can get more money to hoard, and he never does anything with that money. He has more money than he can ever spend. Basically, it's theft from the labor jobs, and that theft is basically Bezos saying, I don't care about the kid on your street. I don't care about the family down the block. I don't care, because everybody is my shoe. So when you work for Amazon, you're basically a very poor man that's nothing more than a rich man's shoe. And this rich man has garnished wages from people who have earned, a fair wage, so that he can make it on some tabloid and brag about how much money he has that he never uses, that he can never spend. Billions, billions. So what we've seen in the labor force is basically millionaires going to billionaire status. Now, why is that? Think about it. As a millionaire, fine, you've earned it, okay? But now they're billionaires, and we don't have any more money. We have less money than when they were millionaires. Think about it. Is that fair? Is that fair, or is that theft?